Afternoon guys, welcome back to the channel. I just want to apologise for not putting any videos up lately. I've been fishing a lot of matches that have been like silly weights, 250, 300 pound. So I've not been messing about with my camera while I've been on a match, because you know, if you stop to change your battery for a couple of minutes, it could be £5 or £6 gone. You've missed out on. But no matches today, so I've come to the Ullen District Water motorway pond. It's not been fishing great, but I think we'll have a few hours this afternoon and just see what we can do. See if we can get some tension bream out. Not many on the lake, which tells you it ain't fishing well. But yeah, I'm just wondering which peg to pick. This is called Big Willow. As you can see, there's an island there about, what's that? It's about 80 metres, I think, when I've clipped it up before. I can see the shallow bar behind it. But last summer there was a lot of weed in this peg, but it doesn't look like there is any now. Just don't know whether to risk it, or do I go on the next peg, which is glass, what they call glass. I've had some good days on there. I've had a lot of bad days as well. But yeah, right, let's go and have a look at glass. Yeah, the weather's cooled off a bit now, so hopefully them tension bream might actually have a chill. Like I say, it has been fishing really hard. From what I've heard anyway, I've hardly been this year. Can't see a lot of weed out there. You can usually see it when it's there. But yeah, so right, I'll just show you glass peg. And I'll make a decision on what peg to fish. It's easy fishing, method feeder, that's it. You can catch them on a waggler and cone later on in the day, but I'm not messing about with that. Oh, the fish just swell there and the pads has walked up. Right, this is glass peg. It's about 85 metres from this peg to that island. Wind's blowing in. It's got a nice colour to it. Usually when it's weedy you can see weed here, but you can't. So I'm hoping I think people have been dragging as well. So yeah. Right, let's go get the gear out and we'll have a go. Right guys, right out peg, all my gear's set up, just got my bait to do, so what I'm going to do is just put half a bag of micros. I'll give them the full lot. I'm going to spot some in as well. Bag of micros. And just soak them up for a minute or two. Just leave them there. Right, ground bait. All I use is just anything I've got. Any half bags or quarter bags, so you don't need a lot. So I've got a bit of banoffee there. You only want half a pint, if that. And I've got some sweet marine again. Just a little bit. You don't use much when you're fishing a method feeder. So yeah, that's in there. Just give it a bit of a mix up. So there's not even, maybe a pound and a half there. You don't use a lot. And we need just a splash of water. Just mix it up a bit at a time. Actually gone a bit overboard with that, but never mind, it'll still dry out. To be honest, I want it quite sticky anyway. I'll just put a little bit more ground bait just to dry it out a bit. That's it. Make sure it's mixed well, get plenty of air into it. And then what I always do, the micros there. Chuck it on a riddle. And just run it through, get all them lumps out of it. Just where the water hits it first, it just clumps up, and just push it through. And that, good to go. A nice fine mix. So, right, our micros are done now, so we'll drain them off. And I'll just take two, maybe three, sort of them that size handful. Just mix it with your ground bait. So I've still got plenty left. I'm saving them and I'll tell you for why in a minute. So you've got a nice mix of ground bait with pellets. I'll just put a few more in. That's it. So you end up with just a nice mix like that. A few pellets in it, plenty of ground bait. It's sticky. Then we'll put that in me bait tub. And that's my bait done. Chuck that there. Right, what I'm going to do with these, before we start, I'm just going to put a little spod on my rod. Just chuck 4 or 5 spodfuls over the top of just micros. Then I'm going to fish my feeder, my method feeder over the top of it. Just to get a bed down, just in case them bream tear up. So, right, I'll get me spod out and I'll show you what's what. Have a tidy up. Right guys, I'll just quickly run through my rig. All it is, it's a 12-foot feeder rod, a TDI distance reel with 6-pound on her, and a 10-pound shock leader. And I've got a 32-gram Guru hybrid feeder with 5 inches of 020 fluorocarbon hook length flan to a size 10 QM1 hook with a 10mm pink or yellow wafter. All these are attached just by a loop in your shock leader, so you can just change them quick as out. Or you can put, like I'll do now, you can put your spom on. What I do with these is just thread your loop through the eye. I don't think I've made my loop big enough for that. Nope, I haven't, so I'll have to recut that. That's where rushing setting up, guys. I just need a bit bigger loop just to get my spom on. That'll do. Just trim the tag off. Then when I've done this, I'll just take my spom off and clip the feeder back onto the loop. So your loop goes over there. That's your spom on. Pull the sleeve down. Put my clip over there. Right. All we're feeding out there is micros. I'm probably just going to put 4 in to start with. So I'll just fill it up with micros. Don't tend to overfill it because it sometimes don't unclip. I try and keep my pellets away from this mechanism at the front because that's what opens the door, the latch on the door. Right, so that's full. A little tip with spomming is before you go out, just dunk it in the water. Just let it fill up with a little bit of water. It just gives it a little bit more weight so it flies straighter. Right, so we're aiming for the corner of the island. So we'll blast that out there. That's emptied out, so pull it back. I went a little bit to the left there, to be honest, but you don't have to be that accurate. So just get feed in the general area. So yeah, same again. Just fill it up. Just keep it away from the mechanism. Click it down. So that's rigging me. I'll ring her back in a minute. Just let her fill up with water and straight out. Right on the money, that one. Oops, spilled half of it. Just a quicker way this is just getting a bit of food out there rather than having 10 chucks with a method feeder. Again, same. You don't have to put just micros in it, you can put corn in it, hemp, anything really. I just like micros because I think it keeps them tension beam rubbing about a bit. Especially on this lake, the carp anglers feed a lot of pellet. I'll give them one more full up because that first one went a bit to the left. I always like to keep some back as well in case I've got to feed again later on. Usually just chucking your feed is enough, but if I've not caught out after 3 or 4 hours, I'll put a few more spoms in. And that'll do, I think. So, it's just a case now of unlooping your spom. Which can be a bit of a messing about, but oh, it's gone the wrong way. I've messed that up. Fucking hell, Mackie, you done this before. That's it, off. You know what we're going to do. Got your loop and your leader. Clip your method back on. Slide your rubber down. And that is good to go. So, right, I'll have a couple of chucks and I'll bring you back in a bit. I've got 2 feeders on the go here, so I've got one with a yellow wafter on, one with a pink one, and I'll just alternate them both. Hopefully we'll see which one's doing the bizzo. I'll just quickly show you how I load them. So there's your empty feeder. I'll just scoop some ground bait and micros in. Just pack it in, not really tight, but you know, quite firm. Then I'll put me boilie on top. Just make sure it's all laid straight with a hook well away from it. Just like that. I'll get some more and just compress it on top. Quite firm. Make it aerodynamic and nice and neat. You can't really squeeze it too hard, because it breaks down anyway. And there's your perfect method feeder ready to fire out there. Give it a squeeze before you chuck it as well. You can add dough to that and whatever flavours you want on top if you want, which I tend to do if it's slow going. But yeah, I'll just leave that in there ready to go when I reel in. Right guys, I've had a few casts but no sands yet. It's had a bit of a downpour, but not that bad. Only lasted 20 minutes. But we'll keep chucking out and hopefully some fish will move in. Right, it's pretty quiet. I've had 6 or 7 chucks now with nothing. So what I'm going to do is just try putting a little dab of that on. I've always done well on this stuff, especially on the Brough lakes for the bream. You don't need a lot, just a little dab like that, and I just smear it in. I don't think it's a magical fish attractor. I think it just it's like a target for any fish that's in your peg. It'll just find that quicker with the smell. Just helps to pick them out, I think. But I don't use it every cast. Just every couple of chucks. You can, because it's quite powerful stuff. But we'll try it anyway. We'll see how we go. Just get out 15-20 minutes. Well, 3 hours in, and the only bite I've had is that sausage roll. Really slow going. Not seen anything top or anything. There's where the island is, there's a shallow bar that comes off it, sort of behind the pads. I'm just debating whether to unclip and chuck onto there. But usually when there's fish on there, you see them rolling because it's only 2 foot deep. But no, I don't know. We're 3 hours in now. What time is it now? 20 past 5. I'm going to give it to about 8 o'clock anyway. So there's time for them to turn up. But yeah. I think all I'm going to do is just keep plodding on. Just keep chucking every quarter of an hour. Hopefully it'll go around. Can't be like that. Can't be like that this late though. Catching out for 3 hours, 4 hours. And you'll get 3 or 4 in as many chucks. It's a big lake. You've got this big bowl here, and it goes around the corner into another big bowl. And you can go left even more. There's another big bowl, and there's another big massive bowl at the bottom. All reed beds and lily pads, so there's plenty of hardy holes for the fish to get in if they don't want to be feeding. But this area, you usually get a few bites, especially for the bream. But, yeah, we'll keep plodding on, and I'll bring you back in a bit. It's the only thing that's eating my bait at the minute. It's really quiet today. That wind swung around now, it's gone southerly. It just ain't happening. Yeah, duckies. Well, I think we're going to give it another hour. 3 or 4 more chucks, I think, and then sack it off. Can't catch all the time. That's what these lakes are like, though. The natural lakes are they're not stocked heavy. You just got to have a go. Some days you hit it right, some days you don't. But we'll see how we go. Last hour. Right guys, sorry to say it, but I've drawn a blank. I'm packing up now and I'm off for a kebab. Comfort eating. I've had 6 hours and I've not had a touch. But that's fishing, I suppose, innit? That's the way it goes. But hopefully I'll be out tomorrow night and I'll hopefully put videos together. Bit of thrown back rail hunting, I think, in the River Humber. So we'll see how that goes anyway. providing the weather's right tomorrow. It looks alright at the minute, but unless it changes, I'll be out. So if you like the videos, give us a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.